NDC for the warning kesiye abre Owusu Bempah Owusu Bempah aboa papo NDC for the warning kesiye abre no na yebeko ni akwa ko ready the entire NDC for the warning no abre no but answer ni yebeko no mesre there is a program coming off na program no Oshe team now was say Africans youth leadership role in national security strategy development and conflict resolutions. On say we security experts any in so for krana we mo say afi we dey yan hwe ya Ghana moja be hwegu na ma bato nti imbebunu any enimdifo ekohia na omo akasa about youth in leadership role what you say. Yesterday I was speaking here. Say when I was reacting on National Cathedral opinion in some or kano, me katre mo say some share impenifu yi na mo hwe sebe nsembia wo mo kan. Wo so hu ne say wo mebunu a wo tie kra no sebe wo kra no sebe wo nyansa kra say sa penyi no. And so it is time for you the youth to take leadership positions. And you know this is more like a summit that is coming off a year January 5th or Chinechi Friday January 5th. Na the entire American ho asem ne say omo organize no mo so ye melodies ebusuafo na bi omo tie ye mpa atre say enimdifo a omo ta tie ye ya na sometimes nsem ne bia me de betu dwa no omo so the contribution ba ene nyama nti mo a mo pese mo joining event no I think say they will have an online, they will have Facebook live, and then they will also have one on Twitter Spaces and Zoom. Into more person mo joining event, no link no our comment box ni mo sisi amenemo kasa. You can just click and then wait for the event. What you say into no I'll encourage everyone to join. Anyway, young consem ni mo. So this is the story. I say we will deal ruthlessly with you. NDC operative warns Owusu Bempah over Mahama attacks. Not to say NS Owusu Bempah gusu attack Mahama. Ena yes NDC for the warning abrena wo mo ka kire ne say omone no ebedi no nyonyo no yankenkan. I say James Agbe, an operative of the opposition National Democratic Congress, has issued a strong warning to NS Owusu Bempah, a deputy communication director of the ruling New Patriotic Party. According to him, Owusu Bempah, the head of communications of the Ghana National Gas Company Limited, has been needlessly attacking the flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, John Dramani Mahama. In a statement made available to Ghana Web, James Agbe said that operatives of his party will deal ruthlessly with Owusu Bempah if he continues to attack Mahama, a former president of Ghana. Also, politicians have a duty to uphold the highest standards. We are entrusted by the public to safeguard and protect our democracy. Failing to do so and allowing characters like Owusu Bempah to taint the halls of power risks the very foundation of our democracy. It is no secret that, okay, anyway, let me just read. So that is the report, right? Let me just read letter no. NDC for letter now. Owusu Bempah be dino no. As the NDC operative wants, we will deal ruthlessly with Owusu Bempah if his attacks on Mahama continues. So see, I have become aware of yet another dose of NS Owusu Bempah's mindless drive directed at His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the former president of Ghana. I say NS Owusu Bempah infamously has no shame when it comes to disparaging others, but he should make an exception and be ashamed of his recent continuing attacks on former President John Mahama. Instead, he continues to prove that he is a man without character and backbone. His Facebook post yesterday was almost deranged in its utter lack of conviction. Typical of Owusu Bempah, he once again portrayed President Mahama as a failure and even went further to assassinate the character of the former president. To Tremwa, Owusu Bempah akwa control enyama bi ato social media enra Facebook atrese wo bo Mahama echi a Owusu Bempah no mum no atrese Mahama no eye failure. Or say I have been convinced that this Owusu Bempah boy ought to have his head examined. His blend of nastiness, pettiness, and general mental incompetence marked him out as a social misfit. So say Owusu Bempah yen konko hwehwe ni trim. We say ne aboye nyama ne nyama ya otumi hu ne say bibia tochi ewo etri nim no. Ati ase But indeed, it is quite astonishing just how little Owusu Bempah cares for anyone but himself, yet managed to persuade a decent chunk of NPP insiders that he is fit enough to work as a public servant in a department that was incorporated under the Mahama regime. And so here, okay, say eyane wawa say Owusu Bempah etumi edada MPP4 MPP4 Emma ni position ewo ejumeku a Mahama obieye eye Ghana Gas no. So Owusu Bempah no communications director Emma Ghana Gas. I say Owusu Bempah has got the comfort blanket of Ghana Gas Company Limited to keep him warm, and so he feels he's untouchable. That is Owusu Bempah Ghana Gas wa wonti say wenya Ghana Gas ntoma bia kata ne so. Nti eye ne say obia ntumi empa ne ho ntoma de work no. But say, when are these twats in government going to wake up and realize that Ghana isn't their personal property? That we have such a comical character parading himself as a political player is a stain on our country. Also, quite clearly, the likes of Owusu Bempah hasn't figured out yet that picking a curious series of public fights on social media and its related confrontational stance also reflects his thinking as a public servant. As politicians have a duty to uphold the highest standards, we are entrusted by the public to safeguard and protect our democracy. Failing to do so and allowing characters like Owusu Bempah to taint the halls of power reach the very foundation of our democracy. It is no secret that this weakling and pathetic stooge is incredibly fixated with the former president. Let me assure him that we have taken notice of him and we are coming for him. To akasa atre nsemu ni so. Nini nemu no wo tre se Owusu Bempah de na ke yekem bia wo nya bema. Onye nipa e wo se Owusu Bempah no e ba be etumi egina Mahama nim kra se wo kase tia Mahama. Na wo bia wo ye public servant. Ya na ase Owusu Bempah ni refi ne ho se wo ye public servant. Se nya wo de politics no ye politics no ye public servant na ya na em se ni refi ne ho. Na me be say me train NDC for na Owusu Bempah no mu nim de nti MPP4 man ne dane communicator me see MPP4 o so me ma wa dane omo communicator ye be see hu obi a obetumi edi Mahama atemu ono ne e be ma na dane communicator omo communicators na omo headquarters ono that is their job come and attack Mahama internet Richard ahia agbemo bibia Mahama bibia MPP ade omo ye kra omo nka de omo dia that is their job description o nti oba be kan Owusu Bempah ne de oye na ejuma ye de ahya ne nsa no se de bia wondi Mahama atem anade ntia na Owusu Bempah si wo koye protest e wo Mahama ho NDC fo amana nye president mu aba be kasa fa ho ejuma ye de ama no ejuma ye de ama no nti den na mo kan obi tan na chire wonti azie. I say it is no secret that the Meridi or say I James Agbe, acting on behalf of my colleague operatives in the NDC, can assure Owusu Bempah that the MPP will be sent packing out of the Jubilee House on December 7th through the ballot box, and there is absolutely nothing he can do about that. However, if he decides to play the long game, then he should be ready to pay the price for his clownish politics. He should toughen up and hide his face. Signed, James Agbe, NDC operative. Inti NDC. In some way, one more canon. Or catch Owusu Bempah. Say NDC for Wahomano. Na omo peokia neke. Omo be free so. Listen. Na me be reported on NS Owusu Bempah. Obe comment ni name enkrofo ba catch them say Melodies, why are you wasting our time on this guy? This guy is irrelevant. Why are you even reporting a story on him? Na sankrofo no men kan dada o. Meti omo asepa. You reported on Owusu Bempah na enkrofo be catch them say Owusu Bempah ye irrelevant na mama mfina. Mo mo kasa asem ni na no. Na I understand you perfectly. I'm not going to lie. NDC for letter ya mo ba betra mo Owusu Bempah. Mo be ma ni trima ne de. Obema mo efili say ene akon mo menye mejuma. By this time omo ama na ejuma say on attack Mahama no, but this time was send letter na mo say hey akomo ayomo ya so me ye ejuma ni ye. Chale sometimes mumbu mweningu nkrofo bi so. Owusu Bempah ka say duro hin. Owusu Bempah. Ghana ni be na taking it serious a. Mu chinchine etwan Owusu Bempah say wa cassette ya Mahama nti NDC fo mo buefu. We Owusu Bempah we. Ah, chale. Anyway, mun try maji wa comment box ni mo. Me da say.